So there was a guy who was brought in to Judge McFarland's court. He was guilty of some felony. I don't know what it was. I'm guessing they had to plea out. I don't really know what happened, but I know that Judge McFarland had to sentence him to 8 years in prison for this felony. After he had given the sentence to the man was standing up, and Judge McFarland asked him, is there anything you'd like to say to the court? And the man looked at Judge McFarland and he said, Judge McFarland, this is the right sentence for me because I'm not worth anything. And honestly, he said, I've never been worth anything. And the reporter said to us, she said, when he said that, Judge Ben Hall McFarland stood up from his bench, walked down on the floor, wrapped his arms around this convicted felon, hugged him, and said to him, you mustn't say that. You are of infinite value. You were made in the image of God. You're not worthless. You're worth everything. And then the judge said to him, on the sentence, go back and figure out just how worthwhile you actually are. And this reporter said to us, she said, I followed the man, the felon, and she said his whole life has changed, and he credits Judge Ben Hall McFarland's comments when he came down off the bench and said, you're not too small. You're not worthless. It changed his life. I've just thought about that since the fall, and I've been waiting to tell you that story because it's like, I told somebody I had a really cool Ben Hall McFarland story to tell, and I was telling them earlier in the week, and they said, well, every story about him is going to be a good story. That's been my experience too. But I've just thought about it, hasn't God kind of done that with us? That you're never too small for God. You're not too insignificant for God. You're not too unaccomplished for God. You're not too sinful for God. You can't get so far away that God won't take you. That in so many ways our judge, and justice matters, God is a judge, but our judge also steps down off the bench and wraps his arms around us and says, you're of infinite value to me. I take you in, I'll take you in my home.